Hello, everyone. Welcome, everyone. I see a lot of people that we already know from the community. Thank you all for coming. If you don't know Le Wagon yet, also thank you for coming. It's amazing to see you all here today. We'll start. So I think everyone is already ready for the event. Today is a very special day. It's the demo day of the Spring Batch 2020. This batch, they learned how to code together in a times of crisis during COVID. So it's a very special and brave batch. I also wanted to say that the Q&A is also open. So if you see, there is a question bar on the right part of the app. And you can ask any questions at any point of the event. At the end of the event, we're going to check the questions and answer them. Good luck, everyone. I see your comments. That's amazing. So for those of you who don't know what Le Wagon is, we are a coding school that teaches students the tech skills and entrepreneurial mindset they need to thrive. And we do that with immersive coding bootcamps. So we have a web development bootcamp of 9 weeks full-time, and also a version in part-time 24 weeks. And we are also very proud to launch soon a data science bootcamp in Montreal, probably the end of the year. Also, for you to have an idea, an overview of our community, we are the coding bootcamp #1 in the world. We are super proud of that. We've been elected by SwitchUp, Course Report, all based on the reviews of the students. And it's already the 4th year in a row. We are also a bootcamp focused on practice and product. And it means that after the bootcamp, the students, they are ready to work as full stack developers, product owners, product managers, or also launch their startups if they want. We have more than 290 startups launched after the bootcamp by our alumni. We also help prepare tomorrow's workforce with our bootcamps, but also with our offer, Le Wagon Executive. We help companies, corporations, and train their employees based on their needs. Now we are a global community of more than 7,500 alumni all over the world. It's more than 38 cities. It's an amazing community for life. The students, they are joining, these 11 students here, joining this big community tonight, together with 160 other graduates in many cities in the world. So it's a pretty amazing and pretty impressive community they are joining right now. And we are also super proud to be trusted by the best tech companies in the world, and also here by the local community in Montreal and in Canada. So now, actually, today, the stars are those amazing students. I wanted to introduce you to them quickly so you can get a better idea about who they are. So starting with Adrian. Adrian is a student, Bachelor of Commerce from McGill. Arthur, entrepreneur. We have also Celine, geography graduate. Daniela, SEO specialist, associate lead at the game industry. We also have Ellie, materials engineer and musician. Foya, music teacher and art administrator. Samantha, innovation product director. Stephanie BD, fashion designer and merchandising manager. Stephanie Deep, marketing and events coordinator. Simon, equity trader and finance student at Concordia. And Solène, dog trainer and tech enthusiast. So before we start with the pitches, actually, I wanted to show you a quick video of how those intense 9 weeks were with those amazing students. Amazing. Hope you didn't cry, Betch. So now they are ready to show you the result of this amazing journey, those 9 weeks together. As you saw, it's a very diverse batch with people with many different backgrounds, and they all had the same goal of learning to code together. It's pretty impressive what they did in a very collaborative way. And I can't say how you impressed me every day. I was so proud of this batch, especially. It was a really hard time. You made everything remote and you made the most out of it. You were super brave, and we had a lot of courage. And you also had a great sense of humor. It was amazing collaborating with you. And I know you'll be ready to be like amazing professionals after the bootcamp. The people who hire you will be super lucky. Just to give you a brief information before we start with the pitches, I don't know if everyone in the room knows how to code, but it's pretty impressive what they've done those last 10 days. This is what they're going to show you. So basically in 10 days, they went through all the process of coding their project. So they started with having the idea, prototyping it, designing it, coding it, testing it, fixing bugs, publishing, hosting it on a website online, and practicing their pitch for tonight. So it's pretty impressive what they've done, especially if you consider that many of them, they didn't have a coding background. So now let's welcome the first team. It's Don't Die Food. It was built by Stephanie BD, Stephanie Deep, Eli, and Poyan. So come to the stage.
Cool. Hey, everyone. We are Team Don't Die Food. We've worked really hard for the last 2 weeks on this project. I'm really excited to share it. My name is Eli Heimowitz. I'm joined by Stephanie Diep, Poyan, and Stephanie Belmont. And we're very excited. So without further ado, Poyan, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Ellie and team. So hi, everyone. I'm Poyan. I'm a food lover. I love eating, but at the same time, I've wasted so many food in the past years because I love grocery shopping. It's been very therapeutic to me. I love buying colorful fruits, fresh vegetables, and many others. But there are times that I buy too much and I don't know what to do about it. And then they just got forgotten sitting in the kitchen until they die. To be honest, my heart ached every time I have to throw them away. Until last month, I talked to my friend Stephanie, and she told me about this amazing app, Don't Die Food, and I never have to throw away food ever again. So the situation I'm facing now is that 2 weeks ago, again, I did a big grocery. I bought a lot of apples, and I couldn't carry more. So I called my boyfriend. I asked him to pick up 12 eggs. And you know what? He bought 12 dozens of eggs. So, well, today I think I need to share my apples and eggs. So let's save my apples and my eggs. So I want to give it away. Well, so for the egg, the category would be other. And well, I guess the photo is self-explanatory. I have too many to count. Can someone help me, please? Oh, yesterday I opened my fridge. I took a picture of it. The amount of eggs I have is incredible. I hope someone could help me out. And for the apples is fruits. And I have 20 apples, 2 weeks old, ready to go. Well, for the apple, it's not so bad. Let's put a picture I took last night and let's share it. Oh, I really hope my neighbors can see my post and come by and pick it up. Like, look at the amount of eggs I have. Like, it's really crazy. So what else do I need to save? Let's go back to the front page. I want to save my cauliflowers too. But I want to eat that. Let's make a dish. Oh, the really good part of this app is that it will run through my pantry items and it will recommend recipes based on the thing I have, so I don't have to get more stuff. Okay, let's look at the potato curry. Okay, Here I have 2 ingredients. Oh, it's too many ingredients I don't have. Like, I don't want to buy more food. I don't really have place for them. But I would love to make it someday, so let's save it. And let's go back. Oh, the soup looks good and already have 4 ingredients, so sounds good to me. Okay, well, I know how to make soup, and oh, I only need the white onions. Oh, but for the garlic, I only have very little left, so I think I will have enough for this dish, but nothing would be. I won't have anything else. Okay, so let's go to my pantry. And I want to delete my garlic, so I won't forget that I don't have this. Okay, so let's go to the community and see if my neighbors have the white onions. That would be really cool. Oh, so I'm curious what people have. Wow, this food look amazing. I want them. But hey, I cannot get more food. I need to get rid of food. Okay, so let's focus. I live in the plateau. Let's see what they have. Okay, tomatoes not for me. Oh, this looks good. That's perfect. Let's see. Well, they look still very fresh. It's being posted today, so yes, let's ask him if it's still available. He lives like 2 streets away from me. Hey, Ellie. I need some white onions for my soup. Are they still available? Well, I really wish you could write back to me today. Oh, and let's check if someone eggs. Oh, great. So Stephanie said, hey, Poyan, I can help you with your eggs. I have to make a ton of cakes for an event. Oh, that's a perfect match. Great, perfect. I'm at home. Can you come by as soon as possible? I have something else to put in my fridge. Okay, I hope she can come soon. Well, oh, great. Okay, I'll see you then. I'll see you then. Okay, so let's go back and see if Ellie wrote back. Ellie, yes, they are. Come by anytime this evening. Great. Okay, sounds good. I will come around 6:30. Okay, that's great. So there's one more thing I want to do. Oh, excellent. Okay, it's excellent because I can get rid of my eggs too. Okay, so let's go to my giveaways, and I want to delete the post because, well, I don't want to see this photo again. It's like I don't want to be reminded that I have so many eggs. Okay, let's delete that. Wow, today's perfect. So sounds like tonight I can make the cauliflower soup and finally have some space in my fridge. And you know what? No one's wasting any food. This Don't Die Food app is a real game changer. I really recommend you all to try it out. Thank you. Okay.
Amazing. Amazing app and super cool to see so many members of our startup community, alumni encouraging you, also people who are going to do the batch in July here, and people from the community, the startup community in general. You did an amazing job. Congratulations. And now the food won't be so sad now in our fridges. So now actually I wanted to call to the stage the second group. Second group is an app built by Arthur, Adrian, and Simon. Please come on the stage. They are the Disciplined app trailer.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
Just missing someone. All right, I think we have some technical issues. So hi, I'm Adrian. Here's Simon, my teammate, and Arthur, who's not there, unfortunately. We worked quite hard for the last 2 weeks, and we're very excited to show you guys our new app called Discipline Trader. So without further ado, Simon, you got the stage, and let me share my screen.
Thank you, Adrian. Hello, everyone. So, a hobby of mine is to trade the stock market with a group of friends. Every day we communicate to keep track of trending stocks. There's a little problem though. The stock market is a very complex system. Sometimes it can be hard to communicate through spreadsheets and emails. So we thought we could start trading in a new way and leave the old way behind. So welcome to Disciplined Trader, a financial app to help groups of traders to communicate and trade the stock market. First thing first, all of the traders have their own profile page with their portfolio information. So let's check mine. Wow, my trade on Apple is now up 15%. Last time I checked, it was up only 7%, so that's awesome. Now let's go check how my team is doing this week. Here on scoreboard, we can see who's doing good, who's doing bad, and nice. I'm still first in the leaderboard. Oh, but wait a minute. It looks like the wise trader, my friend Jack, has been moving up since last time I checked. So let's go ahead and have a deeper look at his profile. Okay, so he did 4 trades and one's very successful. He made a little bit over 30% on Home Depot. Good for him. So now let's go and watch this because this morning I was looking at my graph and I saw the price action of Apple going up. So I might initiate a trade. Also, I should let my people know about it. So in order to do so, I will add it to the calendar. And if it's still doing well in 4 days, the rest of my team will see it. Good. So my friends are probably sharing some trending stuff. So let's go check that in dashboard. There's a lot of trending stock this week. The calendar has actually 2 parts. On the top, we have the bullish stocks, and on the bottom, we have the bearish stock. Now, I see that Netflix is on the calendar. This can be a good opportunity for a trade. So I can use my graph to get a closer look. And I like what I see. So I will use our online paper trading broker to buy the stock. So I'm going to fill the form. I'm going to buy 100 shares. I'm going to set my target price and set a stop loss. So if the price of the stock go to that price, my position is going to close by itself, so I don't lose much money. Good. So I create the position. Perfect. My trade is done. So on profile, I can see all the details. But the market is currently closed. But however, on Monday when it's going to open, my stats will update themselves. All right. So I'm done with my trading. In the meantime, I want to learn more about the economy because it's very important to stay up to date. So let's go in education. I know that the US job numbers were supposed to be released today. So let's go check if someone posted an article about it. Yeah, there's one. So I'm going to go read it. So thank you, everybody, and happy trading.
And now, last but not least, we have Buddy App. Buddy App was built by Solène, Céline, Samantha, and Daniela. Please join the stage.
We are waiting for one more team member, Celine. I guess we have technical difficulties too. Anyway, hello, I am Solène. These are my team members, Celine, Samantha, and Daniela. We, for the past 2 weeks, have been making an app called Buddy, and we are very excited to share it with you. So let's get started.
Hello, everybody. My name is Samantha, and I am originally from France. And I like to travel a lot, sometimes with my friends, but also sometimes by myself. And has it ever happened to you that you were alone in a foreign city and looking to go out, but you couldn't find anyone to come with you because you didn't know anyone there? So it happened to me a couple months ago. I was on a solo trip in Toronto, and I passed by a theater, and I saw they were playing my favorite musical, and I really wanted to go. But the week passed, and I couldn't really bring myself to buy the ticket because I realized I didn't feel like going by myself. Now, a friend of mine has introduced me a really cool app. It's called Buddy, and it matches you with another solo traveler around you so that you can do an activity together in the city you are currently in. So I'm currently in Montreal. I came to do the Wagon Bootcamp. I didn't know that many people before I arrived, but Buddy has allowed me to meet many people here and to make new friends. I can just already show you my current calendar so that you can see what I have planned so far. So next week, I'm going to go to the theater with Celine, to the beach with Stéphane, and also finally watch the fireworks with Solène. But today, I want to propose my own event. On my way home, yesterday, I passed by this bar and they were advertising their open mic night for tomorrow night. So I'm going to suggest that and try to find someone to come with me. So I'm going to add a picture to get people a feel for what it is. I'm going to input the date, and I think it starts at 6:30. The address, I think, is 132 Rue Fleury. And then I can pick the category. In this case, I will say live music and drinks. And I will say a few words about the event. So this will be a small crowd, open stage with amateur musicians. And it's going to be, the kind of music is going to be folk music. So I'm just going to input that and save and wait for someone to apply.
Hello, everyone. I'm Daniela, Brazilian. I'm living in Montreal, and I'm an outgoing person. I always like to meet new people, make new friends. So the Buddy app is perfect for me because I can always find cool people doing really nice activities. And this week, as usual, I stayed the entire week working from home in my office. So I really want to spend some time outside. So I'm gonna try to find a nice suggestion to do this weekend. So I'm gonna check the events available already. Maybe it could be something outdoor, maybe something like a karaoke, something to enjoy better the weekend. So let's check what's available for this Saturday, maybe. All right, there is an open mic night. I think that sounds great. So let's check what's this event. Open stage with amateur musicians, folk music. I love it. So let's check the profile. Okay, she's Samantha, originally from France, living in Montreal, and she wants to meet new folks. So I think that sounds perfect. I'll apply for this event for sure. Okay, so I'll send her a message. Hi, Samantha. I'm super excited to sing with you. Please choose me. So now I can wait for her answer. So I hope we can meet this weekend.
So it's been a few hours since I posted my event, and I just got a notification on my phone. So I think someone might have applied to come with me. So let's check it. I go to my Choose Buddy tab, and I go back to my event. Okay, Daniela has applied. She's 27. She's saying, hi, Samantha. I'm super excited to sing with you. Please choose me. I'm going to take a look at her profile to get more information. She's 27. She's from Brazil, and she lives here and looking for an adventure. Cool. I think I'll choose her, and I'll go with her. Now we can chat and make arrangements for tomorrow. So I'm going to say, hi, Daniela. Excited that you are coming with me. How about we meet at 6:30 in front of the bar?
Oh, hi, Samantha. That's perfect for me. I'll be there.
Awesome. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Cool. So now I have a plan for tomorrow night and a buddy to go with. And that's Buddy.
Amazing. Congratulations, everyone. I hope you are proud. I hope you liked the event. They deserve a huge round of applause because I know you're all clapping and I can see the claps here on the chat because it was a great, great job. And as I told you, circumstances that were harder and they made it. They made it all remote. They made it, of course, with the help of our amazing staff, our amazing teachers. I also wanted to thank you guys. You were amazing. That experience as well made it really encouraging and helped them a lot. So thank you for helping them on their learning curve. But seeing all of that after 9 weeks, it's really impressive, really amazing. Congratulations. I know that maybe some of you I saw are interested in the next batches. So just to let you know, the next batches in Montreal, we have a full-time starting July 6th. I see some future students there. And another one starting October 5. And part-time we have in October 24. So now it's time for questions and answers. I already saw there are some questions on the questions tab, but feel free to ask also yours. Let's start with the question from Daniele Santos for the Buddy team. Buddy team, can you join the stage as well? What are you using from front end?
We are using Ruby on Rails, and for front end, we use basic HTML, CSS, JavaScript.
Amazing. MJ is also typing. And most of the people, they were super impressed by UI, UX. So congratulations. I think there is one question for Don't Die Food. Also in terms of like UI, UX, if you can join Don't Die Food.
Hey.
So people were asking about your UI UX as well, where this comes from, your icons come from, and also about the live chat in your apps. What methods did you use?
Yeah, for the icons, we mostly got it from the icon finder, and the plugins from Figma, the material icons, and the Iconify.
Yes, and for the chats, we use Active Cloud, and also Redis Cloud.
In development.
Amazing. There's also a compliments for Simon, Adrian, and Arthur. Do you want to join the stage, guys? They were saying super nice things about your graphs. So do you want to tell them how you made it work at the end?
Yeah, Arthur, you want to answer the question?
Yeah, we use many widget from TradingView, which is a web app outside, which is not our web app, but we also use Rails, Bootstraps, and many different things to set up our things.
Amazing. So now I'm going to ask a question to all the students. I'm going to ask who wants to join the stage to answer that. But you did something super impressive that was learning how to code remotely. Do you have any tips for people who wants to learn remotely? Because you had such an amazing experience with the other buddies, feel free to join the stage and answer this question.
Hey, yeah, I figured I would hop in here. Yeah, so I think that one of the biggest things when it comes to learning online is kind of knowing the resources you have. So I think that's something we took advantage of a lot, was using things like Slack calls or Zoom. And then beyond that, when you're like working, kind of figuring out either with your team or with whoever you're partnering with for the day, making sure that you have like a kind of like a routine of how you're going to contact each other throughout the day. Probably the advice that I would give for somebody who wants to try to code online.
Awesome. And I have another question. Guys, feel free to join the stage if you want as well, any person from the batch. In terms of like, you had only 10 days to code everything you did, like project management, what was useful for you to really organize yourselves and have everything ready in kind of less than 10 days because we have like product design sprint, we have demo practice. So if you have any tips in terms of like project management, what you guys used that was useful, feel free to join the stage as well. People are saying Simon made enough money for the day.
Hey, I think for our buddy team, the most important for us was communication. So we were all the time together, deciding what to do, what would be the best. And also to have all your priorities set is super important. So you first do what you are sure you want to have in your app, and then you can go for what you should have. And we were really glad because we managed to implement everything we wanted. So it was really good.
Let me see if we have new question here from the tab. People are super impressed by your job, really, on the comments and everything. And yeah, Boyan said we love GitHub, and the teachers are there. Any other questions? Feel free to ask. Trello, GitHub. Amazing. Maybe I have a last question if no one has a question. I know some of people there watching, they are students of future batch. Do you have any advice for them? Feel free to join the stage as well.
I know I'm coming on twice, but I don't necessarily have advice, but I can tell you that it feels very surreal to be up here because not too long ago I was at a demo day in person, and it's very surreal to now be giving advice to people who are going to be starting a batch. The advice that I kind of got, I guess, was to just really kind of enjoy it and figure out what you want to learn, kind of go in with maybe an idea of what you want, but also be open to new kind of learning opportunities as they come up, because there's going to be a lot of things that are like thrown at you throughout the bootcamp that you'd be like, this is tough, this is weird, this is, annoying, but really trying to figure out, like trying to find joy in the process, I think was like a really thing that that helped me out through all of it.
Yeah, for sure. I was always told trust the process and just go through with it. Go every day, work your hardest every day, and just trust the process. Don't think too much about like, oh no, I'm gonna have to make an app in 10 days. No, it's actually super much easier than you think when you like go through the entire 9 weeks of the bootcamp, or longer if you're part-time. It's actually really great, and it's much easier than you think once you go through it. And it's a really, really great experience, and I would recommend anyone to do it. It's a life-changing experience.
Cool. I have two interesting questions that just pop up. So Daniele Santos asked, are you going to continue on your projects? And I also had a question, how do you keep yourselves motivated while working remotely?
Yeah, for us, we're gonna keep working on the app, because we actually made the app for a group of traders. So we're gonna keep improving it and getting feedback and making sure the app is solving all the issues of the traders have working on spreadsheets. We want to elevate the game, so yes, we're gonna keep on working on the app.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I can talk about the motivation. I think like first thing, like we are all very eager to learn, to start. So it wasn't a problem. The thing is the process, the teachers, and we were being told that like don't force yourself too much. Actually, after class, you don't want to code. You need your brain needs to rest, and I really like that. I think it's a really good tactic for your brain to work. And as for the motivation, I think like because you're really committed, it's not really a problem. And coding is really fun. The more you learn, you figure that the more you can build. So you just don't want to stop. Like you just keep learning and learning. So it's, I really love it.
Amazing. And there is a question here. Now that you have coding superpowers, what is the next step? Devs, maybe project managers? They're curious.
Hi again. I did want to talk about the last question just for a quick second, and then I'll answer the second one.
Sure.
Something that I think really helped stay motivated was having a buddy. So the way the boot camp is structured is every day when you're not doing projects, you have a buddy who you're coding with, and that really helped because this is at the end of the day kind of like a team sport, putting together a project or kind of competing in challenges. So that really helped, and I can say personally for me, I have a standing desk, and that actually helped quite a bit in terms of changing my environment, trying to work outside, trying to work in different places in your apartment. Helped a lot. Now, for what comes after the boot camp, it's hard to say. We have career week starting Monday, Tuesday? I don't know. And that's going to be a lot of more information thrown at us. So I think we'll kind of see what happens with that. I think a lot of us are interested in kind of all of the above at the moment, and we're going to kind of refine once we understand kind of how the market looks these days.
Perfect. Yeah, and there is one question from Juan Miguel. Can we become better users for your app? You plan to release them eventually? And I see already an answer. Yes, thank you so much. So amazing that you suggested and you put yourself available. I'm sure the ones who will be launching would love this. And I see that also in terms of motivation, working remotely, Samantha also answered the other students, the group energy. So I think in your case, guys, it made a lot of difference how you had this group energy and you helped each other in this experience. So there is one question from Nico. How sad will you be on Monday when there is no class? I see Poyan is already replying, but feel free to join the stage if you want to come here. And I will take advantage and reply some of the answers that I already saw that Emiji already replied. Some people are asking when we go back in person. Of course, we're following all government orientations, and it's possible that July batch will have in person and remote at the same time, so a hybrid format. And Alex, hey Alex from previous batch, what topic did you enjoy learning about the most? Anyone wants to answer live? Feel free to come.
Hey, I think for me, I enjoyed the front end. I was going there like just wanting to see what I would going to learn the most and or enjoy the most, and I really realized that like front end was what I'm getting passionate about. Yeah, definitely.
Amazing. And there is another question from Nihali. How will people in hybrid batch stay connected, those who are doing class in person, those who are remote? So for us, it's super important. I think you already saw from the presentation, the community, so all those contacts and those relationships. So of course, they will be encouraged to have the same vibe as this batch had. If they are remote, there is a lot, actually all the events, they will be available remote as well, and they will also have buddies every day, have to code together every day, the group projects, so everything will be done even if it's hybrid format in groups, in teams. So that's how they are gonna keep connected, because actually all the activities, they need to be done with the other buddies, so that's why they build those relationships. And yes, there is career week after the bootcamp. It's the week after. Amazing. So I will wait just for the last questions. If there are no questions, we will we will finish. I see that all of the questions, they were answered by the team and by the students as well. Thank you so much for interacting and participating. It means a lot to the students as well. No persons left behind. Yeah, it's right. So I think a last question here. Will there be a potential network opportunity with all of you? Yes, Ilandra, good question. Next week, we have a networking opportunity for hiring partners. The hiring partners, people who are looking for devs, product managers, product owners, UI, UX designers. They are welcome to join this event. It's for everyone who is looking for talent. And it's coffee breaks on Thursday. So the tickets, they are available on our Facebook page. You can just enter there and get tickets. But if you're not hiring, if you want to just have a networking opportunity with the community, a good way of networking is also our Wagon Talks. So we have Wagon Talks every season, at least 4 by season. The next round of Wagon Talks starts end of July with the July batch. It's an amazing opportunity to connect with the students. And but if you're hiring right now, you're welcome to join our coffee breaks with graduates next Thursday. You just need to get a free ticket, and we'll arrange the meetings with you. It's cool that the alumni, they are encouraging a lot. Yeah, so if you have other people in the room who are looking for talents, feel free to get a ticket on our Facebook page for those coffee breaks with the students. Yeah, Loch just shared the link directly. Thank you, Loch. Yeah, and MJ just added a question, an answer to Nihali about the hybrid. For lecture and live code, we connect on Zoom. That it's where we have the lecture. And the rest of the day, we are all connected on Slack and virtual tables. So we use a lot of tools to help this collaboration and those connections. Claire is missing MJ's drink tickets of demo nights. Soon we will be together again. It's amazing to see you guys. And Stefan is also saying, I agree with Nico. I learned a lot from you guys. If any teacher wants to also join the stage, feel free to do so. Yeah, and I don't think you answered the question, how sad will be next Monday with no class?
Last one. I actually think I have a meaningful response to this. I think that if anything, this bootcamp introduced me to a really good community of developers, and that made me realize this is really the beginning. So even though the bootcamp itself is over, I think that as time goes on, I'm really excited to kind of be more self-motivated by this community to learn more and build more. So I'll be sad, but I'll also be able to sleep. So it won't be too, it'll be a mixed bag.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Congrats.
I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody at the Wagon. They were so supportive. Yeah, it's a great environment to learn.
Yeah.
They are awesome.
I want to say thank you too, and I'm really glad to be part of the community. And I'm so glad that you guys have an active community that I can come back to, and not just only the 9 weeks, but afterwards for the rest of my life. And I'm just really grateful.
Yeah, it was an amazing experience for me too, seeing you guys progress like this, starting from the first day and seeing you today. I don't know if you guys remember the first day we had, but I was telling you about today. I don't know if it matches to your expectation, but it certainly exceeded mine for sure. Your projects were amazing. You did an amazing job, and the presentation was great also. Congratulations, guys. You really did an amazing job.
Yeah, it was a blast teaching you. It's a shame we didn't get to meet more in person, but even still, just being with you, I think we made, despite the circumstances, we made virtual connections and had virtual socialize with each other, and went a long way. And you were definitely a lot of fun to hang out with and to work with. So I had a blast. Being here, definitely.
Yeah, it was really amazing having a chance to teach you all. Like everyone said, The amount of commitment was incredible, given the circumstances. To engage on a high-intensity boot camp completely remotely is no easy task. And personally, looking back, I don't know if I would have been able to do it, because it really helps being with people, you know, because there's so much pressure. It's great being in a room with people, and it's easier to talk and communicate in person. So you have these added communication frictions to deal with, and the isolation too. But despite all that, like what you showed tonight, you came out with some pretty awesome products. So it's been really inspiring. And I can't wait to meet all of you tonight outside of the Matrix at Love. I think it'll be really interesting meeting everybody in person after, you know, you've got to know people online, and then we're going to meet them in person. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, thank you for having the opportunity to TA and teach you all. It's been great.
Cor was just saying that we can measure the length of the quarantine by wrist hair, actually. You see that?
Yeah, actually, the students asked me to, for all the people in the audience, don't judge their hairs, because it's been such a long time no one touched the hair. So please don't be judgmental on that.
That's different.
Yeah, don't hair, please.
Okay, everyone. I think we don't
beard,
have
if you want.
The beard. Yeah. I don't think we have any other new questions, so I'm gonna finish the live. But it was amazing to have you all here. Thank you so much again. Thank you, teachers. Thank you, all the students, for your effort. And we'll see each other soon.
I'd like actually to say one word before we leave. I wanted to say a big up to Aline. She did an amazing job to animate virtually the community during the past 2 months. And thanks to your great energy, we had such a wonderful 2 months, and we felt like we were all together, whereas we were all at home behind our screen. So thank you so much, Aline. You did a tremendous job by making this bootcamp a success for all the students. Thank you so much. And I want to thank, of course, also all the teachers. Again, you are so passionate, and it's just very contagious. I think it's more contagious than COVID. Yes. To learn with you, and it makes us love learning to code and learn keeping coding. So thank you very much, everyone. I'm Marie-Gabrielle, the co-founder of Wagon, for those who don't know me. Thank you very much for coming to our bootcamp, or demo day. I hope you enjoyed it. And now it's time for everybody to rest. Bye-bye.